All right, so today's topic is active and passive voice. And as most of you would know, this is one of the most foundational concepts in English, right? And the most important concept in English is tenses, as you would know. But after tenses, the next thing that we need to learn is active and passive voice. And we are going to start with, so I think a lot of you had classes on simple past tense and past continuous tense in the last session, I guess, and present continuous tense. So we'll start with that. Before we start talking about active and passive voice, uh, I'll just mute everyone so that my voice is clear to each one. Yes, I would request again everyone to come on the video mode. Yes. So the idea behind active and passive voice is that most of the sentences in English can be said in two ways. All right. And we'll talk about the first sentence. Let's say I want to say the dancer impressed the audience. Can you write it down? The dancer impressed the audience. If you guys want to grab a notebook, please do. So the dancer impressed the audience. That is one way of saying it. Now let's say I want to say the audience was impressed by the dancer. The audience was impressed by the dancer. Okay. So these are the two ways of saying the same thing. Both the sentences mean exactly the same. The dancer impressed the audience, or the audience was impressed by the dancer. The difference is that in your notebook, in front of the first sentence, please write active voice. The dancer impressed the audience. In front of the next sentence, the audience was impressed by the dancer. Please write passive voice. All right. And what's the meaning of passive? Passive is the opposite of active, right? It's just a simple word. Passive is the opposite of active. For example, when I'm speaking, you might say I'm active in the class right now, and you guys are listening. You guys are more passive. Okay. So when I'm doing the action, that is called active. Okay. When you are not doing the action, that is called passive. That is the definition of these two words. Now, in the first sentence, the dancer impressed the audience. The dancer is taking an action, right? The dancer impressed the audience. So the thing or the person that we are talking about, that person or that thing took an action, and that's why we call it active voice. All right, VOICE. So in a sentence where the person or the object or anything that we talk about is taking an action, that is called active voice. Now let's talk about the second sentence. The audience was impressed by the dancer. Uh, is the audience taking an action here? You can say yes or you can say no. Is the audience
No,
taking an action here? No, right? The audience is not
no.
taking an action. In this sentence also, the dancer is taking an action, right? The audience was impressed by the dancer. The dancer impressed the audience, right? So when you are talking about something or somebody, and that person or that thing took an action, like the dancer impressed the audience, then that sentence is called active voice. But in the second sentence, we are not talking about the dancer. We're talking about the audience, right? The audience was impressed by the dancer. So when the thing or the person or the place that we are talking about is not taking an action, then that is called passive voice. Is it clear till now?
Yes,
So
Sagar.
when something takes an action, that is called active voice. When some in that particular sentence, if something does not take an action, that is called passive voice. Before moving on, I'll give you one more example. Write it down. I promoted. That is the first sentence. I promoted. All right. The next sentence is I was promoted. I promoted. The next sentence is I was promoted. All right. Before I try to explain these two examples, note it down that in passive voice, we use the third form of the verb always, all the time. In passive voice, we use the third form of the verb. So when I'm saying the dancer impressed the audience, all right, which tense is it, by the way, guys? The dancer impressed the audience. Which tense is it?
Past and second form of the verb.
Which past tense? Simple past, past continuous.
Simple past. Simple past.
Right? So the dancer impressed the audience. So impressed in this sentence is the second form of impress. The dancer impressed the audience. Here, impressed is the second form. But the audience was impressed by the dancer. Here, impressed is the third form of impress, not the second.
Right.
Okay. So in this example, impressed is both the second form and the third form. That's why it might get confusing. But please remember that in passive voice, we always use the third form, never the second form. Is it clear?
Yes.
Great. So I promoted is the first sentence, and the second sentence is I was promoted. All right. And let's say I want to say I promoted a junior in my company. Okay. I promoted a junior in my company. Now, in this sentence, who is the boss?
I am.
Okay. I promoted the junior, right? So I'm the boss, correct? So I took an action. I promoted the junior, right? So this sentence is an active voice. I took an action. So the person who I was talking about took an action. That's why this sentence is an active voice. Another sentence is I was promoted. Now, actually, the complete sentence was I was promoted by my boss. I was promoted by my boss. Did I take an action here?
No.
My boss took an action, right? So I was promoted by my boss. This sentence is in passive voice. Now look at these two sentences. These sentences mean different things, right? I promoted means I'm the boss. I was promoted means somebody else is the boss, right? So suppose you work in a company and you come home and you tell your parents that, okay, I promoted somebody, that means something else. I was promoted, that means something else, right? So this is the difference between active and passive voice. When you are taking an action, there we use active voice. When somebody else is taking an action on you, then that is passive voice. I was promoted by my boss. My boss took an action on me. That's why this is passive voice. Now remember that we don't need to always mention that I was promoted by my boss. Okay, I don't need to use by my boss. I mean, I can use that if I want to, but I can simply say, oh my God, today I got promoted, or today I was promoted. That's all. So by my boss is something that you can say if you want to, but that is not needed. Okay, it depends on how you want to express it. Is it clear? Great. Now, I think the overall concept is very clear that we use a lot of sentences in English can be said in two ways: active voice, passive voice. In active, somebody is taking an action. In passive, somebody else is taking an action on you. All right. In the one major point which I would like all of you to always remember, that in passive voice we use the third form of the verb. Never, always. It does not matter which tense you are talking about. It does not matter which tense you are talking about. In passive voice, we always use the third form of the verb. Now, this sentence, the dancer impressed the audience. You guys said that this is in simple past, right? Now, if we convert this sentence into the audience was impressed by the dancer, this sentence is also in simple past. Okay? The idea is that when we are learning active and passive voice, then we need to learn how a sentence in a particular tense can be converted from active to passive voice. Okay? So there are different rules for different tenses. Right now, for example, we are only talking about simple past. Okay? Now, what is the rule in simple past? When we want to convert a sentence from simple past, active to passive voice, we use was or were. We use was or were, and after that, we use the third form of the verb. Now, I'll give you one sentence, and you have to convert that into passive voice. My sister ate a cake. My sister ate a cake. I'll just unmute everyone, and yes, please tell your answer. Please convert this into passive voice.
Cake was eaten by my sister.
My sister.
Yes, yes.
Cake was ate by my
A
sister.
cake was eaten. A cake was eaten by my sister. Again, remember that when we have to convert one sentence in simple past from active to passive, if you want to write it down right, we use was or were, and then we use the third form of the verb. Okay, we are using was here because a cake is singular. A cake is only one cake. But suppose I want to say my sister ate cakes. My sister ate cakes. I would say cakes were eaten by my sister, right? Cakes were eaten by my sister. I can also say many cakes were eaten. On my birthday, many cakes were eaten. I don't need to say on my birthday, many cakes were eaten by people. Obviously, people ate it, but you don't need to mention it. If you want to, you can mention it, but you don't need to. Okay. So in passive voice, you don't need to always use that or mention the person or mention the thing that took an action. You can also say cakes were eaten. A lot of cakes were eaten on my birthday. Okay. You can also say people ate a lot of cakes on my birthday. Sounds good? Great. Now, why do we use passive voice? I mean, what is the need of it, right? I mean, why do we want to complicate everything in English, right? The reason is that a lot of times we don't know who took an action, right? For example, we want to say a person was killed in Gujarat, or a person was killed in Gujarat, right? We don't know who killed the person. We don't know the name of that person. Then I cannot say, so I can say someone killed that person in Gujarat. I can say that, obviously. But right now, the focus is on who was killed. Okay? The focus is on who was killed. So when we are focusing on the person on which the action was taken, when we are focusing on the person on which the action was taken, I was promoted in my company. I'm focusing on myself, right? I don't want to say my boss promoted me. That is also a right sentence. My boss promoted me. That is also a right sentence. I can convert that sentence to I was promoted by my boss in the company, or simply speaking, I was promoted in my company. Okay. But I don't want to say my boss promoted me, because the focus is not on my boss. The focus is on me. I'm happy. I was promoted in my company. Right. So when you want to focus on the person on which the action was taken, you don't want to focus on who took the action. It does not matter. A person was killed in that state. Okay. So you don't know who killed that person. The focus is on that person who was killed in that state. That's why we are using passive voice. Okay. So you would see passive voice being used a lot in places like newspapers, in places like legal documents, in places like email writing. Okay. So in all these places where you want to, suppose you want to say nobody sent an email. Nobody sent, I wanted to have that email, but nobody sent that. Okay. You can also say that email was not sent. That email was not sent. If you want to say, I did not send that email, I did not send that email. You can also say that email was not sent by me. So you don't need to say by me. That email was not sent. So if you say I did not send that email, it feels like I'm blaming myself, right? Which is true, because that is my fault. I did not send that email. That is my fault. But I don't want it to sound like that. I don't want it to sound like it was my fault. So I can say that email, I'm so sorry that email was not sent. Okay. So I'm not focusing on myself now. I'm focusing on the email which was not sent. Again, this is simple past. I did not send that email, simple past, converting that into that email was not sent. Sent is the third form, right? S-E-N-T, sent is the third form. Is it clear?
Sir, I want to, I have one doubt, Sagar sir.
Yes.
So, you said that when we use a did word, we should not use a third form or second form of the word. We always use first form of the word. So,
Yes.
in this sentence, I did not send that email. They're using a third or a second form of the word.
We are not. So in this sentence, we are saying I did not send, S-E-N-D.
Oh, send. I thought I think okay.
Fine.
I thought it is sent.
Valid question. So I did not send. So in this sentence, we are using the first form of the verb. We are saying send, S-E-N-D, right? But when we are
Yes, sir.
saying the email was not sent, we are saying S-E-N-T, because in passive voice, we always use the third form of the verb. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, since we know simple past, we can easily create a sentence in simple present now, all right? So let's say there is a sentence, Rashmi takes my classes, okay? Rashmi takes my classes. This sentence is in which tense?
Simple present.
Simple present, right? Rashmi takes my classes. In general.
Simple present.
Yes, absolutely. In general, Rashmi takes my classes. Now, if I want to convert this sentence from active to passive, I can say my classes
My classes is
are
Are taken by.
by Rashmi. My classes are taken by Rashmi. Okay. Suppose I want to say Rashmi takes my classes at 5 p.m. every day. Rashmi takes my classes at 5 p.m. every day. I can say, well, my classes are taken at 5 p.m. every day. My classes are taken at 5 p.m. every day. I'm sorry, I would not be able to attend the meeting. My classes are conducted at 5 p.m. So I don't need to say there, Rashmi takes my classes at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, I would not be able to attend the meeting. Rashmi takes my classes at 5 p.m. The focus is not on Rashmi here. The focus is on the fact that you have classes at 5 p.m., right? So you want to focus on the classes. So you would say, I'm sorry, I would not be able to attend that meeting. My classes are conducted at 5 p.m. Does that make sense? Now, do you understand
Yes.
why we use passive voice? We are using passive
Right.
voice because we don't want to focus on the person who is taking an action. We want to focus in those places on the thing on which the action is being taken. Make sense?
Yes.
So now we also know how to convert from active to passive for simple present tense, right? So how do
Yes.
we do it? We use is or are, and the rule is same, right? When there is something singular, then we use is. When there is something plural, we use are. So my classes are taken by Rashmi, or my class is taken by Rashmi, right? My classes are taken, or my class is taken. Taken because taken is the third form. Now we'll move to future, simple future tense, right? A very simple example. I will, all right, let's say she will eat a cake tomorrow. She will eat a cake tomorrow. This is which tense?
This is
Simple future.
simple future.
Simple future tense.
And what is simple future? In simple future tense, we use will. We use will, and after that, we use the first form of the verb.
First form of the word.
Will and first form. That is simple future. Now, if you want to convert a sentence in simple future from active to passive, we use will be. Okay? We use will be, and after that, we use the third form again. The same rule. Will be and third form. A cake will be eaten by me tomorrow. A cake will be eaten by me tomorrow. Okay?
So we can put the tomorrow in front of the sentence also.
Yeah, obviously. Sure. You can also say an email will be sent tomorrow. An email will be sent tomorrow. Please check that. An email will be sent tomorrow to all the employees. An email will be sent tomorrow to all the employees. Please check that. Again, here the focus is not on the employees. The focus is on that important email. Okay, an important email will be sent to you, and that's why we are using passive voice. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
in the metro, somebody stole my wallet. In the metro, somebody stole my wallet. In the metro, my wallet was stolen. Right? Again, my focus, obviously somebody stole my wallet. There would be a person, there is no doubt about it. But the focus, I mean, I don't know the name of that person. I don't know who that person was. The focus is on the fact that my wallet got stolen, right? I had money, I had a lot of important documents in that wallet. So my wallet got stolen, or my wallet was stolen in the metro yesterday. Sounds good? So now we know how to create sentence from active to passive in simple past, simple present, simple future. We'll go to present continuous now. Okay, we'll go to present continuous now. Let's take this example. Sagar is taking our class right now. Sagar is taking our class right now. That is present continuous. What is present continuous? We use is or are, and after that we use ing of the verb. Is or are, and then ing. Sagar is taking my class. For continuous tenses like past continuous or present continuous, we use being, B-E-I-N-G. B-E-I-N-G. Okay. Sagar is taking my class right now. My class is being taken by Sagar right now. My class is being taken by Sagar right now. Okay. Again, my class is singular, so we are using is, and here we have to use being. So you would see a lot of people using being, right? So this is one place where we use being. Okay. So my class is being taken, because we always use the third form of the verb by Sagar right now. Okay. Let's say we want to make a sentence in past continuous. Sagar was taking my class yesterday. Sagar was taking my class yesterday. My class was being taken by Sagar yesterday. My class was being taken by Sagar yesterday. So when we convert from active to passive in continuous tenses, like past continuous, present continuous, then we use being. Okay. Now, a point to note here is that we normally don't convert future continuous tenses. Okay. I will be going to Hyderabad. I will be going to Hyderabad. I mean, we normally say I will go to Hyderabad, but even in this sentence, we can't convert from active to passive voice. Okay. So future continuous, you don't need to learn that. But in normal present continuous and past continuous, you have to use being and then third form of the verb. Is it clear? Any question here?
If the classes, then we can say that the classes are being taken.
Yes, absolutely. The classes are being taken right now. The classes are being conducted right now. All right. Again, we are focusing on the classes. That's why I don't want to say Sagar is taking my classes, or my classes are being conducted at school right now. My classes are being conducted. Okay. Our teachers are taking classes in my school right now. Obviously, I mean, your teachers would take classes, but the focus is not on that. Even during this pandemic, my classes are being conducted. Even during this pandemic, my classes are being conducted at school, because the focus is on the fact that my classes are being conducted even during this pandemic, right? The focus is not on the teachers. Obviously, you can also say, and again, please remember that I'm not saying, or please don't think that the other sentence is wrong. The other sentence is also right. You can say, my teachers are actually taking classes even during this pandemic. But the better sentence would be, my classes are being conducted right now, even during this pandemic. Because we are focusing on the fact that my classes are happening, not on the teachers. Make sense? Great. Now we'll talk about perfect tenses, right? Present perfect, past perfect. Quickly, what is present perfect tense? We use has or have, and after that, we use the third form of the verb. I have eaten. All right, has or have, and then third form of the verb. I have eaten. That is one example. So the same example, I have eaten a cake. I have eaten a cake. In present perfect tense, we use, or in perfect tenses, we use been, B-E-E-N. Okay, B-E-E-N, been. A cake has been eaten by me. A cake has been eaten by me. I have eaten a cake. A cake has been eaten by me. Again, why am I using has with cake? Because cake is singular. But if I want to say cakes, then I would say many cakes have been eaten. All right, many cakes have been eaten. Many people or many employees have been called by the CEO of the company. Many employees have been called to the meeting. Many employees have been called to the meeting. All right. The CEO has called many employees. That was the sentence. The CEO has called many employees. Many employees have been called by the CEO, or many employees have been called. That's all. Sounds good? Again, the same rule. We are focusing on the fact that many employees have been called. A lot of employees have been called, not focusing on the fact that who called them. Okay, that's not necessary. And if that's the case, then you can say many employees have been called to the meeting. All right. Past perfect tense. The same thing. I had eaten a cake. What is past perfect? In past perfect, we use had and we use the third form of the verb. I had eaten. So eaten is the third form, right? So I had eaten a cake. A cake had been eaten by me. A cake had been eaten by me. I would please request all of you to come on the video format once again. It seems like I'm teaching a lot of boxes, and that too empty boxes. So please come on the video format. It would help all of us, would feel like a class, would feel like a team. Yes, thank you. Sonam, Bhavya, Sana, Kanchan, Sakshi, Jyoti, Suraj. Yes, thanks, Suraj. Great. So I think there's another tense which is relatively less common, which is called perfect continuous tense, right? Where we say, I have been living in Delhi for 20 years. Okay. I have been living in Delhi for 20 years. You don't need to worry about that because we can't convert these tenses from active to passive voice. So you just need to learn simple present or even simple tenses, simple present, simple past, simple future. You need to learn present continuous, past continuous, and then you need to learn present perfect and past perfect. For present perfect, past perfect, we use been, B-E-E-N. For present continuous and past continuous, we use being, B-E-I-N-G. My classes are being conducted right now. And for simple present, we use is or are and the third form. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is there any question here? And then I'll just go to the last point. Any question?
Sir, basically, if we want to tell somebody about from how long I'm living there, so there we use I have been living there for 2 years.
Okay, so
Is it?
this is the present perfect continuous. We'll talk more about that, but just to quickly answer your
Okay.
question, when something started in the past and is still continuing, when something
Okay.
started in the past and is still happening. I have been living in Delhi. I'm still living in Delhi, but it started in the past. Okay, I've
Okay.
been living in Delhi for 20 years. Okay, that's where we use
Okay.
present perfect continuous. Anyway, so yes, for active and passive voice, there are some sentences which are always in passive voice. Okay, for example, I was born in 1992. Do we say my mother gave birth to me in 1992?
No.
Right? Because everybody's mother gave birth to them. So the focus is not on that. The focus is on the fact that I was born in 1992, right? And this sentence is in passive voice of which tense? Passive voice of which tense? I was born in 1992.
Past tense.
Simple past.
My mother gave birth to me in 1992. Or in fact, born is the third form, right? The second form is bore, B-O-R-E, okay? So the actual sentence is, my mother bore me in 1992. And the third form is, I was born in 1992. Make sense? So these are a lot of places where we use passive voice. And I think I have some quizzes for you, some quiz questions. Just a second. All right. So the first question is, the cat killed the mouse. All right. Convert that into, I'll just unmute everyone very quickly. The cat killed the mouse. Convert this into passive voice.
The cat was
Mouse
killed by
by
the
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 mouse.
mouse
The
killed
mouse
by the cat.
The cat was killed by the mouse. The mouse was killed by the cat.
A mouse was
A
killed
mouse
by the
was
cat.
killed by the cat.
Yes,
was
yes. A mouse was killed by the cat.
was killed by the cat.
The man cut down the tree yesterday. The man cut down the tree. And again, you have to first tell me which tense is it. So which tense is it? The man
Okay.
cut down the tree yesterday. Which tense?
Past.
Yes,
Simple
Simple
past.
present.
Simple past. Okay. Yesterday.
Simple past.
Yesterday. Simple past. I'm talking about the last day. Now convert this into passive voice.
The tree
Trees
cut
are
down.
He was
Cut by the
by a man.
tree cut by the man.
The
So
tree
much
cut
of it
by
was-
the man, or the tree was
down by the man.
the tree was.
was. Okay. Why? Because again, in simple past, we use was and were,
use
and the
was.
third form. Cut has the same three forms, right? Cut, cut, cut. All the three forms are cut. Okay, so you can never say cut it. It's wrong. The tree was cut by the man yesterday. Columbus discovered America. Columbus discovered America.
America was discovered by
Columbus.
Absolutely. America was discovered by Columbus. He was baking a cake. Which tense is it? He was baking a cake.
Past continuous.
Continuous.
Past continuous.
Now convert this. He was baking a cake.
Cake
Cake
was
was being baked by
Cake is being
her.
baked by him.
A cake was being baked by him. Yes. They will bring the gift.
The gift will be brought by them.
Yes. The gift will be brought by them. All right.
By them.
Gift will be brought by them. Bring, brought. Okay. Bought, by the way, B-O-U-G-H-T. Bought is the second and third form of buy. Okay. Buy, bought. I bought a dress or I bought a shirt. But brought is bring, brought. All right. So they will bring the gift. The gift will be brought by them. She scored 20 runs. She scored 20 runs.
20 runs were scored by her.
20 runs were scored by her. Yes.
Scored by her.
So in the cricket matches, you would have seen, right, that 300 runs were scored by the first team, right? 300 runs were scored by the first team. I have taken the medicine.
The medicine had been
The medicine
has been
had
taken
been
by me.
taken
Yes, the medicine has been
Has been
taken by
taken
me.
by me.
Taken by me.
I can cook food.
What?
I can.
food.
Food
I-
can be cooked by me.
Food is
Yes, so this is a rule that we did not discuss. So whenever we are using words like should, can, will, would, then if you want to convert that from active to passive, then you just use be and then the third form. Okay. So I can cook food. Food can be cooked by me. Food can be cooked by me.
So, but when we use modals, we always use past form.
We always.
when we use these models, sir.
I did not get the question. The question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'm asking, whenever we use the modals, after that we use first form of the verb, right?
Yes. In active voice. In active voice. But in passive voice, when we convert the same sentence, we'll use. See. So even when you are saying can be is what? Be is the first form of
First
the verb,
form.
right? So when you were saying I can cook food, food can be cooked by me. Okay. even in that sentence, you are using be after that, which is the first form. But in passive voice, we use the third form of the verb. So food can be cooked by me.
Cooked by
Is it
me.
clear? Some girls were pushing the car.
The car was being pushed by some girls.
Yes, the car was being pushed by some girls. So I hope active and passive voice concept was clear. There is just one catch, okay? So don't try to always convert every sentence from active to passive voice. That will not happen. For example, I'm going home. Can you convert this into passive voice? I'm
No.
going home.
No, sir.
I cannot convert this into passive voice. He's sleeping. Can we convert this into passive voice?
No.
No. So all sentences cannot be converted into passive voice.